with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Utes will put total leather and we'll get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cougars offense will get the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He wants to throw here on second down. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Washington State will have to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Utah's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll leave it with him. And the Utes are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Movement here from the tight end. The give to the lone running back.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Utes are on the move. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
He'll pull it on the read. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. He's got his man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Utes! They grab the early lead.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turns it on in midfield. Open runway ahead. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Huge play. Puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. He'll take it himself. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And it's no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have...
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Utah! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this.
Wants to throw on 1st down.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Minnesota. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, the running back has it. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the misfire, it's second down. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Let's go. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He'll keep it himself. Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a 4th down and 3. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It is perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. He's looking downfield to throw. Gets rid of it. Finds his back in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. The Utes get it past the sticks.
Man, those little chunks keep you annoying and clutting on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Put you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, you got to stop the run.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
At the 45 on his way. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. With the catch, it's Wade. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
First down in the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Nice job by the defense understanding where the goal line is, sitting on the goal line, making sure they didn't let anybody get open in the end zone. The quarterback had to...
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. Got a lot of running room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Washington State.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on 2nd down from the 16. Just steamrolling his way through. Tripped up for the tackle. The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run for it on 3rd and short.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Got his man out of the backfield.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Snap in the shotgun. Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Pressure coming. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky. If it continues to be that way in the second half, much different looking football.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Utes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Sampson. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll try the right side. Smashes through. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run on the doorstep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington State. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. But then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
It's a nice run there to get the 1st down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. And the Utes are on the move. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Going to the running game. Powers through the defender. That's a live ball. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and
got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Utah! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. They're trailing by 10 to Minnesota. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Line getting set on second down. The give to the tailback. Fights off a defender. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Third down play from the gun. He unleashes a long one. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Washington State will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Snagged in the middle. It's Tompkins.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Finds his man enough for the first. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 30.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Utes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They've been running it, but now the pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Utes! And the pummeling has started. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stacks. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Sampson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
You got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. This offense has a 2nd down play. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cougar.
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of room to work over there on the sideline in the end zone, but he was able to control his body, catch the football, make sure he had a foot down in bounds. It doesn't get any better than that.
He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. It's a 2-possession game, so there's still a chance. Utah, 38. Washington State. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Number 16, set to kick this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Goes to the option. Keeps it and gets the 1st down. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
Running back searching for a hole. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down there?
He tries to take the top off. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Utah! And the stomping has commenced. They gives themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. He's going to pass. Good timing on the quick out.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. If he's able to go get the first, he's got a fresh set of downs.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Fires to the big fella. Strikes the blow. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
And they couldn't make the connection on the ball.
Trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Finds his man. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Washington State going quickly. He'll just keep slinging it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter. And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Defenses throughout the league study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
The Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. quarterback's just going to take a knee. Offense gets set for second down. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
Now, I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job on this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.